You guys have written in and said there's a rudeness epidemic and you want to know what's happened to common courtesy. Well, just move to the South. Everybody's nice, huh? All right, this is your chance to tell all of those thoughtless jerks out there to watch this show and quit being so rude. All right, to catch rudeness on tape, we sent comedian Bob Perlow, who's helped us out before, to see how people would treat him as he held open doors, asked folks to jumpstart his car, or just needed an extra hand. Take a look.
Hey, Dr. Phil, let's see if people help me or are rude to me when I need help. Man, can you give me a hand? Can you help me? Please? I'm begging. Okay. Could you give me a hand, please?
You can do it yourself.
I'm sorry?
You can do yourself.
I'm already late for work.
I'll tell him. It's okay. Please?
I'm late for work.
Please, I'm begging you here.
We'll find somebody.
Please.
Oh, yeah. He's breaking his lips? Yes. Why? Because I didn't make one.
Okay, we didn't say thank you because we were in a deep conversation.
Well, he was kind of leering at a couple of them if they went in and out. All right, we asked you on DrPhil.com what rude behavior you've seen. You said snapping fingers at waitstaff, talking so loud on a cell phone you can learn all of their private business, and okay, now this is disgusting, clipping toenails in public. Well, let's see what happened when Bob actually did some of these and more.
Miss!
That's disgusting.
You, all right? No.
No, I don't care if you want this one. This one's mine.
I'm gonna be, excuse me, no.
Two.
What? Wait, I won't be able to hear you if I get on.
You might not have noticed it's an elevator.
No, I did. I'll be right on.
I mean,
I can
move
hear
it.
Well, ooh.
And I don't even mean to be polite.
Excuse me. No, excuse me. I was next. How much? No, she's helping me. I was next. Are you reading from Burbank?
Excuse me, give her space.
How about the...
Sir, you're sitting in her lap, so if you want to sit back, we'll be very nice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right?
I'll order...
Sir, you're shouting in her ear. You realize that?
I'm sorry, I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
Order the linguine with the clam sauce for you. I'm sorry, I apologize.
You're not getting it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do it.
What's a good restaurant?
I'm sorry, I'm on the phone.
Yeah, what would be a good
Mind
place?
if I talk on the phone? You mind?
I want to know.
I don't know.
No.
It's pretty rude for you to interrupt me on the phone. I was trying to talk to my wife on the phone, and he kept interrupting me, and I thought it was very rude.
Miss. Water with lemon, please.
Water with lemon.
Yeah. Miss.
When I saw that nobody else was able to deal with them, I said, I'm a Jersey girl. I'll take care of them.
Excuse me.
Stop. I can hear you. You don't need to snap.
What?
I can hear you. You don't need to do this. I can hear you.
I thought that's
My
how you...
name's Jenny. You don't need to snap. Okay?
Hey, excuse me.
Yes, Jenny. My name is
What?
Jenny. I'm trying to tell you that I have a name, so if I walk away, you can just say Jenny, and I'll be happy to help you.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Jenny.
No, Jenny, without the snapping. Why is the snapping?
All right. Now, two different servers tried to help Bob. Elena was the first server. Now, you were working with him, right?
Yeah, I was trying to work with him, and then I kind of lost it. I said, maybe somebody else should go there, and that's when we sent over little Jenny, the girl from Jersey.
Yeah. So how did you feel when he was doing that?
Well, at first, I thought he was rude. I went over there, and, I was snapping the fingers, and I said, okay, hi, how are you? I introduced myself. I said, would you like something to drink? And then he was like, he asked for a water, and then I went and get the water. And he was like totally, you know, snapping again. And
Did you hear him when you were walking off? Because you ignored him, right?
Yeah. I told, that's what I did. This is my weapon. I'm gonna ignore the guy, call the manager, and send somebody else. And that's when she comes on to rescue me.
All right, so they sent you over. Did he bother you, or are you just used to it?
Just thought he was a little crazy. I just would deal with him, and he drove me crazy.
Yeah, but you told him. You just said, hey, here's my name. You don't need to be snapping your fingers.
Yeah, he didn't get that.
Yeah. All right. Now, Bob is here, and he says he would never snap at a waitress or clip his own toenails in public. He just did it for the show. You put yourself in harm's way for us. You've done this before.
Yeah.
Did you think that guy was going to swing on you when you were sitting in his wife's lap?
No, because I was out of range. I calculated how long. And plus, she was pregnant, so I stepped.
So there is a science to this. We're talking to people who are flat out rude. Jennifer wrote to us about her bad-mannered husband. She says he's a barbarian at the dinner table, but that's not all. He says she's curt and insulting to everyone in customer service. Take a look.
I wrote to DrPhil because my husband's table manners are rude. Being rude. He has his elbows on the table. He eats as fast as he can. He puts a lot of food in his mouth at one time. He licks every single finger to clean his fingers off.
If she wants me to have better table manners, I think she needs to be a little nicer about it.
You're just being rude.
When she's short with me, it makes me not want to change anything I'm doing.
Why are you eating so fast? It's hard to watch you eat.
My wife doesn't have perfect table manners either. She's rude to any type of service people, whether it be in a restaurant.
I haven't even had a minute. Can you?
Okay. Or in a retail setting.
You have to have change from here. What's that about? Not having change?
If she feels they're bothering her, she's rude to them.
Do you need some suggestions?
No,
or help
I don't
with
need any suggestions. I can make my decision by myself.
I expect a certain level of service when I go out to the restaurant.
Ma'am, is there anything wrong?
Yes, there is. You're bothering me.
I feel much better after being rude to a server. I feel like if they don't know how to do their job, they don't really care about the customer.
Here, you can have your coffee back.
She's very disrespectful, and I feel it's a reflection upon me when she's rude.
You need to back off.
DrPhil, please help me with my wife's rudeness.
How can I get my husband to stop being rude at the table?
Okay, this is a cute couple. Could y'all come over tonight? TV's broke, they'll be entertaining. Do you think that bad manners are okay, or do you just think you don't have bad manners?
I usually don't realize that my manners are that bad. Seeing it on tape's a little different. It kind of brings it to the forefront. Most of the time I don't realize that's what I'm doing.
Well, but she points it out to you with great regularity. Is this a rebellious thing on your, I mean, are you just like, you ain't gonna tell me what to do, so?
It might be part of that, and it's just the way she tells me. I don't think she's doing it in a helpful manner. I think she's doing it because it's a controlling thing. I think she's trying to control what I'm doing instead of helping me with my manners.
Okay, like you weren't raised by wolves or anything, so I guess I need to ask. Yeah.
No.
All right, so is there a threshold at which you say something is bad manners?
Looking at my tape, I'd have to say, yeah, there are a lot of times I do have the bad manners. I just don't realize that I'm doing it. I'm hungry, and I want to eat, and I concentrate on my food, and that's all I'm concentrating on.
It's an efficient thing for you,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, well, see, men are hunters. We like run something down, kill it, eat it, and then we're ready to move on. All right, but you said that he does not, when you go to dinner with people and they bring his food, it's like he's there by himself.
Exactly.
He just like, it's just all about the food.
He's all over the food, yeah, and even his body manner, or his body language says, you know, back off, don't bother me, I'm eating, you know, and he has to hurry up to get the food in his mouth.
Were you from a large family?
No.
So you didn't have to compete for food?
No.
Okay, so, I mean, you're not actually protecting it? Because, I mean, don't you know, I grew up with 3 sisters who were chow hounds, and if you got something on your plate, you needed to protect it, because they'd take it away from you, particularly the older one. She watches every show. I probably shouldn't have said that. But you weren't having to protect your food?
No, I'm not worried about somebody taking it or anything like that. I just focus on the food, and that's...
Well, are you aware that you're like being asocial? I mean, you have people there that Because you go to dinner with people, it's usually to let's have dinner and conversation and camaraderie and all of that.
And that's fine after dinner for me, but while the food's there,
So you're going to eat first?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but she like pushes your elbows off the table, right?
Yeah, to me that's just crossing the line when she actually physically moves my elbows. It's one thing to tell me, it's another thing to actually force it upon me. It crosses the line.
Yeah. All right. We'll come back to this in a second. But now you say that she is rude to people in customer service.
Definitely.
And do you admit that?
Yeah. Yes, I do admit that I am rude to people in customer service.
Okay. And what's your job?
My job is customer service manager.
Yeah. Just curious. And y'all are confused about this dynamic. Okay, so you put up with people all day long that are barking at you, and then you bark at everybody in customer service, including your husband.
Yes, I would say I do, yes.
Okay, now, listen, you seem like a fairly intelligent woman. I mean, I just met you, but you seem like you're pretty tuned in, pretty socialized, and yeah, well, that's good. What are you thinking insulting people that go behind a closed door to prepare your food?
Exactly.
Do you have any idea what you have probably ingested in the last year?
I hadn't thought about that.
Well, you need to think about that.
I hadn't thought about that.
I've worked in food service.
Oh.
I mean, am I right? I mean, you got really think about it. Because your message, the way I read your message to those people is, excuse me, you minion, you are too ignorant and worthless for me to muster any courtesy for at all. So you just know your place until I tell you what to do. That's pretty much the signal, wouldn't you say?
I would say that's pretty accurate.
Okay, and now they feel how about that?
Well, that's the whole thing. I usually don't care how they feel.
You need to start because I'll guarantee you they go back in the kitchen and they get your plate out there and say, all right, bitch. You know? I mean, is that true or not? This is self-preservation. If you don't have courtesy, at least have self-preservation. All right, Jennifer says she doesn't know how to stop being rude to everyone. I think she's beginning to figure it out.
She only likes to order food when she's ready, but there's no way of the server knowing when that is.
If I could just have a minute. You know, you cut your food and you bring it to your mouth. You don't go down to meet your food meets you.
We're talking about the rude things people do in public. Jennifer is fed up with her husband Ed's gross table manners, and Ed is embarrassed by Jennifer's bad attitude towards waitstaff and cashiers. Seeing yourself on tape, does that look...
It's like a microscope, and I am very embarrassed about my behavior.
Yeah, you know, it's not very becoming, is it?
It's not at all becoming.
Yeah.
Not at all.
So why do you think you do it?
I think it just makes me feel better. Just to, you know, I don't know. I feel like they're bothering me, and I just need a little bit more space. I don't know. I don't think people can read my mind, but.
Well, actually, that's not what you said in your pre-interview. You said, I expect them to read my mind.
Well, that would be great.
Which means you're already getting better because you now say you don't expect that. But, I mean, and you said something else.
This has been therapy, though. I mean, looking and...
Yeah, I bet it has. You seem to me, you said something just a minute ago. You said, I feel better when I do it. Let's just isolate on that statement for a minute. I have just condescended to, demeaned, and sent somebody a message of their worthlessness. I feel so much better.
Yeah.
That's what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
Now I feel terrible. You're right. I I can't feel good about that. I'd be a horrible person.
But isn't that exactly what I mean, because I'm just using your words. Have I stated that properly?
Right.
You said, I understand. It's like, get away, back off, don't bother me.
Right.
I'm not ready for you.
Right.
Oh, that feels so good. And that tells me that you're both arrogant and a coward.
Right.
You're arrogant in condescending to these people and a coward because you do it to people that you know they're safe because they have to get along with you. The customer's always right. They're paid to put up with your mouth.
Right.
And so you go there where it's safe and that's what you do.
That's right. I only do it to service people that can't get mad at me. You're right.
Yeah. So if you did that out in the world where people were not constrained, they'd knock you out.
Right. Right. They would.
And
or
you know
fire
that.
Me
You have
or
figured that out.
business. Yeah.
You don't do it to your boss.
No.
You come home and do it to your customer service rep husband. As though he doesn't get enough of it at work, right?
Right. Right.
Right. So what do you think is going to happen when you treat people that way? What do you think they're going to think and feel?
Well, they're probably not going to think very much of me or think that I'm a good person. They're going to say, you know, what kind of jerk is this person? What's going on with her to make me feel like this or treat me like this? Who is she to me?
And so they don't feel good about themselves.
No, you're right.
Because there's been some research done about how you treat waiters and all, which is why I told you with great confidence that you're eating things you didn't order. But the truth is, well, I think Robin's going to throw up. You okay?
You're crossing a line.
But the research has shown, and I learned this way back, and so if I get a particularly bad waiter or someone that's just really running back and forth, when they finally get to me, at that point it's like, I've been waiting 10 minutes, where have you been?
Right.
They don't need to hear that, okay?
Right.
And they didn't choose this either. Most of the time, if they have a hard time getting to you, it's because somebody didn't show up.
Are you sure?
Because in
Is that really
no, listen. Do you know what the turnover rate is in food service?
I have no idea.
400% turnover in food service. And people don't show up, and so there's supposed to be 6 wait staff, and there's 3. And so they're out there running. Am I right, girls?
So
Absolutely.
right.
So right.
When I have a waiter that's done that and they come to me, I just say, you know, hey, man, they need to give you some skates. They are running you tonight, aren't they? And I'll guarantee you, every time somebody shows some empathy to them, they go, oh.
It makes a difference.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And I'll guarantee you they will take care of you like you're a king for the rest of the night. Because in anything I've ever done, in my first job, I was a car hop at the A&W root beer stand.
Oh, wow.
And I couldn't skate for squat. All right, but that was my first job. But ever since then, I guarantee you, if somebody is rude and condescending, I just lose that love and feeling. I mean, I do, and I don't want to go back and take care of them. And so you really have to think about the impact of what you're doing.
I see your point. I totally
And there's
see
a difference between assertiveness and aggressiveness.
Right.
Assertiveness is expressing your feelings, but not encroaching on theirs.
Yeah, there is a line, isn't there?
Yes. And aggressiveness is when you cross the line.
Right.
Have you ever worked in service?
No. Obviously, no.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's make a deal here.
Oh no. Okay.
How about if I arranged for you to work? For you to work rush hour in a restaurant, waiting on people, and I will send a camera crew, and we will mic you, and we will shoot that, and then we will bring you. Then we will bring you back.
I'm gonna come home angry.
Would you like to do that? And then we'll bring you back, and we'll see what you learned.
Okay.
All right. And how about you two girls going as her coaches?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Y'all can go and help her and show her what to do, and then we'll bring back and we'll see how that worked.
Okay.
Sounds great.
All right. Fair deal?
Yeah. Does Bob go?
No. Bob doesn't go. All right. You all know this question. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Well, people are saying this in restaurants, movie theaters, even church. Christine says her best friend just doesn't get it when it comes to taking every cell call, anywhere, anytime. Take a look.
Hello? I've had enough with Patty and her cell phone.
Yes, tell me all about it.
It is this constant monster.
Hey, how are you? What's going on?
It's just rude.
I don't think it's rude that I answer my cell phone all the time.
You cannot have an in-depth conversation with Patty because her phone is always ringing.
What's going on? I get a lot of calls and I never want to miss them. I'm single. I'm a very social person, and it's just a way of me keeping in touch with everyone. It helps keep my relationships tighter and closer with family and friends. It's me. My cell phone rings on average every 10 minutes.
She answers the phone while she's in movie theaters, restaurants,
Hello.
banks, grocery stores, dry cleaners, church, funerals, weddings. You can't ever complete a sentence without her.
Hey, how are you?
It starts to affect the people around her.
Can you guys hold, really, 1 second. It'll be a really quick call. Just 1 second, okay? Hold on. Hello? I don't care what people think about me answering my phone in public places.
Hello? Why can't she just not answer the phone? Dr. Phil, how do I get my friend Patty
Just right to that. Hold on.
to break her rude habit of always answering her cell phone?
Do you think it's rude?
No.
You don't think it's rude?
No.
Really?
Really?
Are you just saying that?
No, I really don't think it's rude.
What do you think?
I think it's a phenomenon. I mean, Patty has this incredible talent to have a conversation with me, talk on the phone, order dinner, drive, flush, you know, all at the same time while on the phone. I think she talked to one of your producers in the bathroom yesterday. Swear.
Yeah,
I mean,
in
there's a
fact,
limit.
you were talking to them and they said you got 2 calls on your cell phone in 5 minutes
Yeah, I did.
while you were talking to them. Who's calling you all the time?
Well, I'm single, unemployed, family, friends. I'm very social. I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I don't want to miss the calls. In fact, watching the tape, I heard my phone ring. I thought it was in my pocket. So I want to reach, pick it up and say hello.
But, I mean,
It's so terrible.
well, what is
It's
it
a
you
habit.
think you're going to miss? I mean, are these people like telling you of world conditions or something? What is it that you would miss if you didn't take a call? You're missing some right now, right?
Maybe.
You're out here?
Maybe.
Get it?
It could happen.
But that's okay, because
And
they
I'm
know that I'm
sure
busy.
it's all earth-shattering information, right?
Well, sometimes.
Yeah, you said people shouldn't judge me. They don't know I might be talking to a doctor in an emergency situation.
I could be a doctor. They don't know my profession or what I do for a
But
living.
you aren't.
Well, now they do. No, I'm not.
I mean, but what message do you think that sends to the friends you're with?
That I'm ignoring them. Not paying
And-
attention to them as much as I should. But
Yeah.
you know what? But when I'm out with other friends and they call me, that call gets my undivided
But you
attention.
don't have to answer the phone. If we call you, I don't expect you to answer the phone.
You know, I asked Jennifer what message she thought her behavior was sending to the people that were waiting on her.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think that was a fair question?
Yes, I did.
And we agreed that she was sending them a message that you're not a priority, right?
Okay.
And so I'm asking you, do you think that sends the message to the friends you're with?
Yes.
Can I have that still photo, please? You see, you got your finger up like that. It's just like, hold on. Do you know what that says to me? That just says, I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm the most important person at the table because I am so busy that people are calling me while I'm with you. You guys just hold those thoughts and wait for me to finish my call, and I'll get back to you.
That does look kind of snotty.
It is very snotty.
Yeah.
And do you take it that way?
I do. I look upon her cell phone as the invisible friend. It's the uninvited guest.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, frankly, some of the people who call her, I'm not friends with. And I don't want the interruption. I don't want the disruption. I don't want her to be pulled away.
And Tammy, you're her best friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tell me, she answered the phone in your bridal suite, right? Tell me about that.
We were all getting ready, and it was 3 times, I think, in the course of 10, 15 minutes. And it's always someone, she's like, she'll hang up the phone. She's like, oh, that was Tracy. You know Tracy. And we look, we're like, no. She goes, That's my sister's brother's best friend's uncle's dog groomer's wife that's pregnant. You know her. And we're all like, what? And it's always like that. We never know any of these people that call her. And
so you're getting ready for your wedding. Okay, and again, whoever's calling you is more important than supporting your friend and getting ready for her wedding. So put your wedding on hold. I've got to talk to this person here. And you don't think that's rude?
Well, I made the call really short.
Now answer my question.
Okay.
You don't think that's rude? You don't think it sends a rude message to her?
I honestly never really thought about it that deeply. They know that how my phone rings, then it just rings off the hook constantly, and, hey, I'm at a wedding, gotta call you later.
Do you think it's rude?
Yes, and it's excessive. It's annoying.
It's annoying, rude, and excessive. Well, you know, there's several theories about this, if you just want to take them home with you to think about, you know, between calls. And the theories about people that do this, because you see them in restaurants and they always talk real loud. I don't think they've figured out that these microphones amplify the voice. This isn't a can and a string. This is electronic. You don't have to yell. And when I see people in a restaurant doing that, they might as well be holding up a sign saying, look at me, look at me, I'm very important, I have to be 2 places at once. I'm kind of embarrassed for them, actually. But there are 2 theories that generally are subscribed to about this. One is that people that do this are amazingly insecure. It's just like, I need constant input, devalidated, that I'm important enough that somebody's thinking about me and calling me, and I need everybody to see that and I need to experience that. That's one theory. The other is that they're hiding behind these calls because I can be with you but talk to somebody else, and that way I'm never really open. You can't pin me down. I can't really get real and intimate with you because I'm here but I'm not. Was it you she took the 4.5-hour trip with?
Yes.
A road trip, 4.5 hours? And she was on the phone, how much of it?
3 hours.
3 hours.
That is so not true.
Oh, 2 hours and 50 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
So 3 hours, she's on the phone out of 4.5. I'm going to take a trip with you, but you're so uninteresting, I'm going to need outside input.
I'm the chauffeur.
I'm going to need outside input here because you can't handle me for 4 hours, so I'll have to talk to other people for 3 out of the 4.5 hours. Now, you can't possibly think that that sends a good message to your friends.
It doesn't.
Well, you said a minute ago you just never really thought about it.
I guess
before.
I never really did, and now I am. Now that I'm, on TV and my friends are expressing it in this way, I guess I'm really thinking about it now. Sitting next to me, telling me, makes me think about it a little bit more.
Okay. Well, you don't think your time's more valuable than your friends, do you?
No, they're very important.
And you
to
don't
me.
mean to tell them that you're not important enough for me to pay attention to, so I'm going to leave you standing there waiting on me while I talk to somebody you don't know.
Correct.
So that's not the message you're intending to send, but that's the message you're getting, is it not?
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to send that message.
Yeah.
Thanks. I love you, man. I love you.
All right. Have you noticed that some people have absolutely no clue that certain things should not be done in public, especially things that are vulgar or uncivilized? Well, Jill is disgusted by her husband's tobacco chewing in public. She says it's rude when he spits his chew into his napkin at restaurants, on lawns, or on their friends' patios. Take a look.
My husband chews and spits tobacco in public, and it's rude. Ken spits everywhere. He has spit in beer bottles, soda cans, flower pots, in a napkin at a restaurant, wherever it suits him.
I don't believe the way I spit tobacco in public is rude. I know people have seen me spit out tobacco, but it has to go somewhere.
It's very disgusting to have Ken hawk his chew into a napkin and sit there and watch that. 'Cause all of a sudden I'm just like, oh, I'm not that hungry anymore.
All my friends know that I chew, so what's the problem with leaving my spit in a wadded up napkin?
I watch other people's faces, and it's embarrassing to me because I see how disgusted they are with him. When Ken spits on the plants out by our front door, it crystallizes. We can drive somewhere, and I usually bring a water bottle with me, and when I'm not looking, he'll pick it up, he'll spit in it, and set it back down. Sometimes I've even picked it up and taken drinks out of it.
I didn't intentionally mean for her to drink it. I thought at the time she was through with the water bottle.
Ken makes me feel like he doesn't respect me if he's willing to spit on the ground in front of me or in public places. Dr. Phil, please tell my husband that chewing and spitting tobacco in public places is rude.
Okay. Oh, I should have done another job. Could have been a proctologist. That would have been better than this. Does it matter to you that it matters to her?
Oh, certainly it does to some degree because she's my wife. But I was chewing when we met.
Yeah. Does it matter to you that it matters to her?
Yes.
I mean, because she's saying this grosses me out, right? That's what you're saying.
When you're shopping or anywhere and you see men spit on the ground, it's like, you know, take it to the bathroom or do that in private. Just don't do it in front of me. It's just gross.
Yeah. Is that reasonable? I mean, she's saying if you're going to do it, be discreet. I mean, don't do it in public, spitting on the sidewalk. Don't do it in front of me. Is that a reasonable request, or?
Certainly it is, and I.
Because she's saying if you spit it in a napkin and put it on the table, that's just more than you can endure, right?
Yeah.
I do try to be discreet. Obviously, part of this was for a camera. I don't spit on car windows.
Well,
that was for the was for the video effect.
That was a thing they did at the end as a joke.
Exactly.
Okay, but is not every other thing you did on that tape an example of what you do in regular life?
Yes.
Because, I mean, don't tell me we staged this. If you don't spit on people's patios, I'll take it out of that tape and we won't put it in the show. But if you do, I'm going to leave it in there. You tell me if that's not right.
I tried, like I told the people that were over, I tried to either hit a flower pot or a planter or the grass.
He tries. And in his defense, he doesn't spit on windows, but he'll roll it down and hawk it out the window, and it lands on the car. And if it happens to get that backdraft, it shoots right over to whoever he's sitting next to, which is usually me.
A lot of people chew tobacco. I'm from Texas, okay? I mean, people chew tobacco all the time in certain parts of the country. It's just a matter of whether you're sensitive about it.
Yeah, I don't think chewing tobacco is as rude as smoking cigarettes, and a lot of people do that.
Jill says her husband Ken's tobacco spitting in public is disrespectful and offensive to people. He says it's not rude, and he doesn't care if anybody sees him dip and spit. Now, is this something you really wish you could quit?
Yes, I wish I could.
Yeah, or is it an addiction?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you know, the research tells us that if you dip or take a pinch of chewing tobacco 8 to 10 times in a day, that's the equivalent of smoking 30 to 40 cigarettes in terms of its impact on your health. The difference in the location of the cancer is that it's gum and jaw, but deadly nonetheless. And I just wondered what you thought about that, since you do have young children.
It's been the balance of, or the old adage, do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've got a 16-year-old boy. I've told him from day one, you know, don't do as Dad's doing right now. I have to do the same with my kids. You know, they're brought up in this era where they're taught about drugs, and as tobacco is drugs. So, you know, that's what I'm fighting right now with my 5-year-old. She sees it, and whenever she sees me pull it out, she, you know, screams and yells, no, don't do it anymore, give it up. My boy used to steal my can out of my pants when I was taking a shower, and of course he just threw it away, so I'd fish it out of a garbage can.
Yeah, and so what y'all need to do is negotiate. I mean, you can restrict where you do it some, where he doesn't see it. I'd much rather you quit, frankly, because I know what it can do. I've treated those patients in the past when they've had these problems and the pain that comes from the gums and the joints and all that kind of stuff. And I know it's difficult to stop, but you can do it if you want to. I don't think you're ready to, and I'm not going to ask you to make a commitment to, because I don't think you're anywhere near ready to quit. But I think you should really, really think about that with the kids that you've got at home, because you'd really cheat them if you got sick and died from a habit that was a matter of choice. Difficult choice because you've been doing it so long, but nonetheless a choice.
Right.
But you got to negotiate. I won't bark at you for doing it if you don't do it around me. You don't do it when we go to the opera or something. You know, up there standing in the lobby.
See us there.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's just not very becoming. Right, I mean, that's what you're saying. Can we have a still of this? This is Ken. There you go.
Well, again, they have a stage for the camera.
I grew up in Texas. Is that not what you have to do to get that out of your mouth?
Yeah.
So what is staged about that? That is what you have to do time and time again to get that out of your mouth, right?
Right.
Now, I just didn't want to send a camera crew trying to catch you do it, so we said do what you do when you do it, right?
Correct.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.